Hello, everybody. Thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. It's about that time. Let's go take that walk and see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer comes from Bolero Snort Brewing. They're out of Ridgefield Park, New Jersey. This is their Bullazed. Bullazed. Blazed or Bullazed? It's a double or imperial IPA coming in at 8.5%. I don't have the IBUs listed here, and they're using a plain Jane silver can with this little stick-on label on it. Very colorful label, it really is. And it does have double IPA written on here. Alcohol percent is 8.5. Keep it cold, drink fresh. Bolero Snort. Don't see IBUs. On the bottom it says 10-4-16. Let's get Bullazed. So, or Bullazed. IBUs, none, anywhere. Untapped, Beer Advocate, Great Beer, nobody knows. So, I'll be the judge of that, I guess. Commercial description on this says, Bullazed is our brand spanking new double IPA brewed with insane amounts of Simcoe. Love that hop. Along with some of our other favorite hops with pops of citrus and dank dry finish. Let's get Bullazed. Alright, that's all we need to talk about. So while I pop the cap, I will tell you the cuisine is barbecue. Cheeses are peppery, Monterey pepper jack, sharp blues, cheddar, stronger cheeses, gorgonzola, limburger. The meat for this is grilled meat and salmon. Glassware is the snifter. Tulip, oversized wine glass. Got my favorite snifter. And of course, since it's 8.5%, these fools over at Beer Advocate say you can sell it. Don't do it. Don't listen to them fools. You end up with a malty mess. Drink it fresh, just like it says on the damn can. These fools here, if it's got above 8%, they say you can sell it. Well, let them fools sell it. Don't do it yourself. You'll regret it. About a finger and a half of head on that pour. Very clear beer, guys. This is a nice, rich amber color. About medium. Looks pretty good in the glass. Definitely looks like a filtered beer. Let's put a nose to it. Nice citrusy aroma. I'm getting hints of grapefruit and pine and pineapple. Very wonderful aroma here, guys. Rico sent me this beer. Rico, thanks again, my brother, for sending me all the wonderful beers you do send me. You're a true friend, and I consider you my brother. Wonderful aroma on this one, guys. Very, very nice. Maybe this will be a little bit better than the one we did yesterday from Sierra Nevada, the wet harvest ale. That was a wet blanket as far as I'm concerned. I would not buy that beer. This smells wonderful, guys. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. Smells good. Very well balanced, guys. A lot of these double IPAs or imperial IPAs have the IBUs over 100. Strong bitterness on the back. This one does not. If it does, it is super well balanced because we don't know, nobody has any clue what the IBUs are on this beer. Very nice sweetness to match up with the IBUs on this beer. If I was just taking a wild guess, I would think the IBUs on this one is in the 70s. Very nice. A lot of the regular IPAs, not the doubles or imperials, are at that range. But this one having a lot more alcohol, at 8.5%, they've balanced this pretty well. So, very nice. That is very, very nice, guys. Let's go ahead and get the rest of this into it and see if it clouds it up any. Big 16-ounce can. You're more than likely getting a great beer when they use these plain Jane silver cans and put these stick-on labels on there. They're concentrating their money and their efforts and everything into what's inside the can instead of putting a lot of money into some fancy artwork and custom cans that they have to have printed up, and that isn't cheap. They can just buy these silver cans and throw this stick-on label on there and be done with. Spend your money on what's inside the container, not impressing a lot of people with all that fancy graphics on the cans or bottles. I mean, it wouldn't hurt my feelings if it just had a plain Jane wrapper and put the pertinent information that we want, ABV, IBUs, and the date on that. So I don't have to be impressed by a can that costs them 20-30 cents to produce to put their beer in, and when they can buy these plain Jane cans for probably less than a dime and just throw a stick-on wrapper on them. So it's just my 2 cents. That's just me though. But this is an awesome tasting beer right now, cold out of the fridge. Let her have a taste or two, and we'll sip on this and see where it ends up. I'm very impressed with it right now. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got a little left here. Awesome lacing is left on the glass. Very well made beer. Very impressive with the balance of this beer. Not a big super bitterness on the back end, even though it's a double or imperial IPA. Very well done. And the aromas and the taste, citrusy, grapefruit, pineapple, pine, hints of mango, tangerine, oranges. Very tasty. Very well done. Two thumbs up to those guys at Bolero Snort. What a name for a brewery, Bolero Snort. Rico, thanks again, my brother, for sending me this. I'm trying to get these IPAs and lower ABV beers. This is not a low one, but I've had it for a little while. I need to get these beers out of the refrigerator. I don't want these beers sitting in the refrigerator for 2, 3, 4 months before I get to them. So I'm trying. That's why you're seeing a lot of these IPAs and stuff done here. And I have some other ones in there, but the bigger ABV beers, I usually wait for the final beer of the evening to do those, and usually only getting to those about 1 every 3 or 4 days. So, but they will keep. They will keep. I just want to get these IPAs and ambers and stuff, and I've probably got 4, 5, 6, maybe even more than that of the pumpkin beers in here. We're into December, and I haven't done the pumpkin beers. I've done a lot of pumpkin beers over the years, and I've been sent some here recently, so probably going to have a pumpkin beer week and get some of these pumpkin beers out of there too, because I don't want to keep them. The imperial pumpkins will probably keep. And I have like 3 different versions of one that Brandon has sent me. 2014, 2015, 2016 of edition. I've never done a trifecta, if you will. I've done vertical side by side. We may do a trifecta on the ones he sent me. We'll do a 14, 15, and 16 at the same time. But those are imperial beers, so I might do a one and done that evening, because if I drink, and I won't be able to drink all, because they're big bottles, they're 22 ounces. I won't be able to drink all that, and I'll be sharing that with the other half. But you drink 3 glasses of an imperial pumpkin, you're gonna have a buzz. There's no doubt about it. You're gonna be in a hammer lane. You're gonna be hammered by the time you're done. So that's why I do these beers here, guys. I don't drink and drive anymore. I've been down that road and been damn lucky that I didn't get a DUI in my younger days. And when you're young, you think you're young and dumb and full of what they say there. You think you're Superman. But as you get older, you realize life is precious, and you don't want to hurt anybody else, and you don't want to hurt yourself. So drink responsibly. That's what I want to tell you. I do these beers here. All I got to do is stumble to the bedroom and fall down. So just be careful if you're drinking these somewhere other than your home. This is awesome beer, guys. When these breweries, like I said, when these breweries do these plain Jane silver cans and put a stick-on wrapper on them, they're spending their money on what's inside the package and a lot of high-priced packaging. So let's do the final chug here. Wonderful aroma. I would buy this beer if I could get it here. I definitely would buy this beer. Wow. Delicious. Freaking delicious. Now, I don't know how big this brewery is, but Bolero Snort. Evidently, they're either a small brewery, they're a new brewery, or they have very limited distribution, because both Beer Advocate and Rate Beer has no score on this beer. So we're probably going to be on our own on this one. I think Untapped has something written on it. Yes, they do. And these ratings don't mean anything to me, guys. I'm more interested in what people are saying about the beer than what the total ratings is. I have a lot of people saying, "Oh, you shouldn't go to these websites and look at that. It influences your decision." Horse freaking hockey. If I agree with the ratings, I'm going to say that. If I think that it's better than the ratings, I'm going to say that. If I think it's worse than the ratings, I'm going to say that. I'm going to tell you exactly what this guy thinks about the beer, no matter what these guys say. So that's why the rating we've seen on the Sierra Nevada Wet Hop Ale was way below. So I'm going to tell you what I think about the damn beer, whether I agree with these guys or disagree. And a lot of times I agree with them, and a lot of times I do not agree with them. Just like the Sierra, I did not agree with the ratings on that beer. I gave it a much lower score than what those guys did. There's no ratings on this beer on those sites. I do think this is an A beer, guys. I enjoyed this beer. I thought it was a very well made beer. The bitterness was very, very mild compared to a double IPA or Imperial IPA. A lot of times those IBUs are well over 100 on this, and they're quite bitter, especially if you're trying to get into this style. If you're an IPA drinker and you want to try a double or Imperial IPA, a lot of times that bitterness will have a factor in whether you like it or you do not like it. So I think this is a well-made beer. It's a very balanced beer. It doesn't have a huge bitterness on the back end. It's very balanced. So a lot of flavor from the hops they've used on this. And they dated the bottom of the can. So I can deal with not having the IBUs. Would like to see it, but we got the ABV, we got the canned on date. So that's the two most critical factors there. And I would like to know what the IBUs is, since nobody knows what it is. To me, it tastes like it's in the 70 range instead of the 80s, 90s, or over 100 range. Very balanced. So I do think it's an A beer, guys, and that's what I'm going to give it. I'm going to put this at the 9 out of 10. Numeric rating on this, guys, would probably be a 98. Very damn tasty. Like I said, I would buy this beer if I could get it here. Over to Untapped, since they're the only ones that's got some gonads. Says here they are giving it a 4.8, which is in their A range. So very tasty beer. I do think it's an A beer, and so do these guys at Untapped. It is an A beer. So if you've had this one from Bolero Snort, what a name. This is their Bullazed or Blazed, or however you want to pronounce that, B-U-L-L-A-Z-E-D. Imperial IPA, double IPA. Very well done. Very tasty. Thumbs up to you guys there at Bolero Snort. I hope you get a bigger distribution. And I don't know if this beer is, it's like Trillium or Treehouse. You can only get it at the brewery or whatever there, or how big a distribution they got. Definitely worth picking up if you can get your hands on it and you're a hotbed like I am. So if you've had it, let me know what you think, guys, and come on back tomorrow. Let's take something out of that fridge. See you then.